Whoop whoop! What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Getting to Know the Artist. My name is Wiggles, and the man sitting next to me is King Keto. And yes, he's an artist. Imagine that. And we're gonna get to know him a little bit. So, for those of you that come into the chat, ask some questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Those of you that watch this on the replay, it's almost like you're getting to see it for the first time because everybody, the day that we planned to share this out and do it, didn't work out. So here we are on a new day, a different time, and everything. But we're going to make it happen, folks. So without further ado, I'm going to just jump right into my questions for Mr. Tito here. We're going to start with number one. What is your name? Where was you born and raised? And where do you currently live?
Okay, so my name is Kyle Keto. My digits of government, but I go by King Keto, and where I'm from is Colorado. So, and where I live now is Georgia.
Okay. Um, was the move to Georgia a personal choice on you, or did your family end up moving before you moved out, or whatever?
I moved out before like my family did and everything. So like let me tell you, let's backtrack a little bit. Before for about like we'll say about several years ago, I wasn't married to Michelle yet, but I married my wife on 6/17/20, and moving from New Mexico to Delaware, then Delaware to here to Georgia, Colorado. I mean,
Wow. Right, right.
TZ,
uh, whoop whoop, TZ. Whoop whoop, EC.
whoop whoop.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you guys.
Oh shit, Bazaar came in too. Whoop whoop.
Mhm.
All right. So this this question is always weird. I put it on here because I want the fans to know like your personal preference on it. But it's weird when I already almost know the answer. But at any rate, I'm just gonna ask it. Are you a juggalo? How long have you been down? And do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper? Or do you like to separate that whole box of like juggalo rapper, whatever?
Okay, one more time with the question again, because it slipped my mind.
Okay. Are you a juggalo? How long have you
Yes,
been down, if so? And do you
I've been
consider
down
yourself a.
for
Go ahead.
16 years.
All right, he's got the exact number for y'all. Now it's like 13 for me, I think. I was 13. I'm 32. It's almost been 20 years. Crazy. Um, and then do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper, or are you just a juggalo that raps?
I'm just a juggalo that raps.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Um, what inspired you to start making music, and who do you look up to in the music industry?
In the music industry, the person I look up to is like, the old school version, like the old school hip hop, like Tupac, we're talking Biggie, we're talking like Wu-Tang, 3 6 Mafia, those guys right there, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Those are the ones that like got me to get into the flow of rapping. And then my family, okay, what was the other question again? I answered one of
Uh,
them.
uh yeah, you did. Oh, what inspired you to like make music? So it's kind of this. It's similar, but it's different. The first question is what inspired you to make music, and then the second one was who do you look up to? So you kind of gave us who you looked up to, but do you think you just like have you always, as long as you can remember, wanted to do music, or like did you have a brother or something that was that done music, and you're like, oh, I want to do that. That
My
inspires me, or you know what I'm saying?
My dad was a guitar player and a pianist. So those are the things that music is in my blood. So like even regardless if I like my dad taught me how to play the guitar a little bit. And from that point forward, I started looking into the music that he liked a lot, like Iron Maiden, Kiss, like all the metal hair bands that you could think of, Motley Crue, stuff like that. He got me into everything that I've known today. So
That's that was your motivation. Well, and you did just say like 3 6 and stuff, but like, no, that's cool. I dig that. That's a different answer.
yeah, I got a way to word things
All
in my own
right.
little way. So like, yeah.
Okay, so then is there any current projects in the works or what's next, or are you just kind of on pause mode right now?
I'm sort of kind of like on pause mode right now because I'm trying to focus in making creating beats right now. So like that's like my main focus is like creating beats and like I just been pausing on the music for a little bit. Everything that I've already have posted and everything I posted recently on YouTube, but randomly I'll put music out there.
Okay, that's
Excuse
cool.
me.
Um, okay, number 6. What's your favorite song that you've made so far?
Clean Slate was one of my favorite ones, and then Grew Up in a Hellhole is another one.
All right, and are those recent songs?
They've been out for quite a while, so like several, like one is a year, another one is several months.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. Uh, Realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years, or where do you want to be as far as the music industry, or even making beats?
Well, the one thing that I could see myself in 5 years from now, I could see myself in a studio rocking with other ninjas, bringing more groups into the Strange JRB family, uh, and like just start spreading them out like thinly, like just giving more artists an opportunity to rock with us for a little while and do our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, folks. Somebody's hitting a car alarm. Yeah, we need more homies spread out. That's for sure.
Hmm.
Um, if well, see, and you might have just kind of answered this too, but if not music, then what? What would you be doing? Rather just a regular job or
Honestly, it's like me, like if I were to say, like, if I were to run into any error or problems in my life so that I couldn't do music anymore, that I would stay sticking with making and creating beats because that's like more of like a thing that I learned myself. I had to teach myself how to create beats on an app that I barely even knew, and most the majority of the time that I've spent on working with other different artists, like we'll just drop a few names, like Ill Fortune, Misty, and that's Rev Finesse, and Hearst Boy, Hearst Mang, and I think Brandon Swinger. There's another person that I would put out there that I would be working with.
Brandon has recently been in touch with me. We've been talking a lot on Facebook. I just added him to my group, and he actually brought you up because he was asking what it would take to get an interview. And I threw a funny trolling comment. I said, "Oh, a bunch of subs, $500, or something stupid, just being funny." I'm like, "Nah, man, I don't care if you're famous or only nobody knows you. As long as you have some songs out, I'll give you an interview." And then we just deep dove. He apparently obviously done some songs with you. He's worked with the homie Shay, or motivated him to start doing his music. And he's cool as heck, man. He even like invited me, if it's possible, to like go back scenes with them and get some footage at like some of their concerts. So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, he's such a good down to earth type of guy. He's he's pretty cool.
All right. What did you want to be as a kid?
You're gonna laugh. I
Like,
really wanted to
okay,
be
I'm ready.
one of the ready. I wanted to be a clown since I was a kid in the circus act for the longest time. Because
Oh
you think
wow. Well, it's
about
kind of
you
fitting.
think
It's like,
you think about it like you clowns make you laugh, and that's the only job they have is to make you laugh, even if you're in a bad state. And once they're able to crack you and make you crack a smile, it's awesome.
right. Yes, sir. That's awesome. I wanted to be a cop. We see how that went. Things change. Yeah. Eh, At any uh, okay. Have you played the Gathering of the Juggalos and or been to any? And if so, how many?
Okay, my first gathering of the Juggalos was 2022, and that was my first show and my first gathering.
No kidding. You played at your first gathering?
Yeah, and
Hell yeah.
it was with Ill Fortune, Keep It Ill. That motherfucker's cool as shit.
Okay. I met him just briefly. He came over to our camp this year and was hanging out with the homies. You know, I didn't get all nosy and up in his business or whatever, but I met him nonetheless. He seems like a cool homie.
He's down to earth. He's humble as fuck. And if you have any types of questions, he'll give you the answer. You know what I mean? So like, he's really good person for that. He's taught me a lot of things that I learned from him dealing and making beats and stuff. And he's teaching me how to, he's virtually teaching me how to do things. And I've figured it all out. Like I am just a mastermind behind the freaking pad, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. We actually kind of gone kind of quick through these. I mean, I got a little here, and we still got a few questions, but don't be afraid to give us a little more description in your answers. Sit back and think about it a little or whatever. I mean, either way is fine. I'm just glad to have you up here, and people's going to be able to see it.
I'm,
I'm a cop, according to Wiggles.
I'm,
You are a cop, EC. You're the shortest cop I know. And TZ's the feds. She's holding you on her shoulder.
Oh man, that just cracks me up all the time.
Uh, if okay, if you could collab with any artist, who would it be and why?
Chris Calico.
Ooh,
And the reason behind it is because I really think that if he were to sing some parts that I can't, then it's going to be a freaking hit. You know what I mean? Because I rap fast, he rap fast, and outside of rapping fast, he got some good verbal attackage when it comes down to the realistic part of what music actually is. And like I know that I for sure like if he were to get on a rap with me, I know for sure like he'd be on top of it. But outside of the famous people, the people that I would really like to work with are strangejrb members, bro. Like I love working with family. It's a big thing, a part of me. Like it's part of my life. Like literally, it's on my chest. I wear this every day. Like it's such a blessing to
right.
have that type of media connected with the family base. You know what I mean? And it gives us
I
much
never
more
knew.
opportunities.
I never knew how big it was, man. I really thought it was just the camp name, and then I learned going to the gathering that it's way more than just the camp. So yeah,
Yeah.
Strange JRB is pretty dope. They're definitely connecting homies and interconnecting and keeping it
Shout out to
alive
the
for sure.
wifey. Shout out to the wifey. What's up, baby? It's this was one for you. Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. Um, all right, so Chris and some underground artists. That's dope. Uh, have you ever met anyone famous to you?
Yes, yes, I have.
Who?
Um, Scum, I met in person at the gathering when I first got there. Dude, he literally, I wanted to just rap to him the whole time, but I knew he was so busy and stuff. So like I sat there, got a couple pictures with him and Insane Poetry. I got a couple pictures with him and I didn't know where Small Ones was because I didn't know if she was there. You know what I mean? And I wanted to get pictures with all three of them all together with me and send it to my homie Chuckles. Shout out to Chuckles, by the way. LSP, L's up.
Whoop whoop chuckles. Yeah, I got to meet Insane Poetry and Scum personally this year. I didn't get no pictures. When I freaking ran into them, my phone was at the camp charging. It was like I was going to use the restroom, but I had my signature book always with me, and I got their signature. And Smalls one, I never caught her like outside of being on stage or something. So I wasn't able to
Yeah.
get hers.
And
But
the other person that I met was I met Jump Steady. I met fucking dude, I can't get the names right, and it sucks so bad because there's always so much going on at the gathering at one time. You know what I mean? There's so much going on, and like I tried taking it all in at one time. You know what I mean? But
right,
it was just hard because like it was just so hard to take it all in at all at one time, dude. If you
have you ever met
if
the
you
clowns?
not yet, I got signatures from them, but I haven't met the clowns yet.
Really?
Yeah,
I uh, I got that
that's
VIP Armageddon experience, and that was crazy. Getting to meet them, even just briefly, was dope, and getting that picture with them and stuff like that.
yeah. The
Oh man,
only the
and I thought I was gonna miss out on that. Let me tell you real quick. My phone had like 5% when I was standing in line waiting, bruh. Like 5%. Like I shut that bitch off. It was wet from the Fago, and like it was terrible. And then like as soon as I walked up to the tent, I hurried up and turned it on, and then like they hurried up and took the picture. But yeah, it was great. I didn't mean to cut you off.
uh,
I just
that's
popped
so
into my
dope, dude.
head.
The biggest thing that has happened for me was that Violet J followed me on Instagram. Now
Yes.
that was the shit, dude. I don't know what in general, like what made him follow me, but I guess we were following the same people. And it popped up one day, and he just like, I screenshotted it, dude. I screenshot that. Seriously, I screenshotted it that. And every time when I get an opportunity, I'll look back at my pictures and I look at that post and I'm like, yo, one day, man, one day, Violent J, we're gonna sit, we're gonna talk, and we're gonna make money happen, bro.
Man. Well, maybe he felt the same way I did. Like you were singing. I don't know if you were doing covers, open verses, but like I said, you sounded like SPM. It was a different graspy type of voice, and that's kind of the voice that Jay has. So maybe he just like-minded, related. Maybe he was waiting for you to put some songs out, and you never did. He might be looking at you. Maybe you should make a
that's
song.
that's the most craziest part that I was saying earlier. Like if I had the clowns following me and they're watching what I'm doing, holy shit, that's a lot of responsibility.
Man, right. I lost it when Ouija followed me on Twitter. Like, what? And then Darby, me and Darby are friends on Facebook. That's pretty cool.
I have some members of LSP that are like my friends literally on Facebook. And,
Yeah.
I'm not going to start name dropping, but there's a lot of them that, follow me on Facebook. We connected on Instagram and, we connected even more further than that with Chuckles being in the mix. I did too when I got the Duke to follow. Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. I couldn't even believe it. I said, "One of the clowns got me to follow." What? Whoop whoop! I'm like screaming that shit.
Bro, I got the fake J on Facebook to follow me, but it ain't no real account. I don't know. I
I don't
think I
think
might
they
be
have a
friends with Joey.
Joey.
Yeah,
Mm.
Shaggy. His actual Facebook account is Joey Oltzer.
Uh huh.
That's his
Ulcer.
real name.
Ulster.
Yeah, something like that. I might be pronouncing it wrong. I'm just assuming.
Right. You got any more questions for me?
Oh yeah, I got plenty more. I was kind of rambling a little bit.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, we still got the
Yeah.
book, man. We're only on number 13.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
what is your favorite color?
Black.
All right, mine's
It's not much of
red.
a color. It's just a shade. It's the color
Hey, they say
shade of color.
black and white are opposites, not colors, but black's a color. When you put it with other colors, I don't know. Whatever. Uh, I dig it. Uh, okay, what's your favorite domesticated animal and wild animal?
Okay.
Cheesy said
Domesticated
Shaggy
animal.
don't have Facebook. Yes, he does.
Um. Domesticated.
So,
I
like
really
a pet
want.
at home.
Yeah, I really want. It's like a baby panther, but it doesn't grow any bigger than like your two hands. Like it's like that big, and
Yeah,
it's pretty
that's a
sick.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's a thing, dude, and it's like this. It's like literally that big, and it's like It only grows about the size of your house cat.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty cool. And
Oh, what?
then
Are you serious? Well, that sucks. Well, I thought we were friends. I guess not. I'm still not gonna like unfriend him. I'll just let the account be. It actually reacts to my post and shit, so it counts as engagement.
yeah, and then the exotic thing that I want is a Komodo dragon.
That man, if they bite you, you're done. Like
Yeah,
their
they got
venom's
their
poisonous.
their
It literally
their
starts to
mouth is the
paralyze
most
you.
their mouth is the most what is that shit called? Biode. It's like
Uh,
bacteria and everything in their side of their
right,
mouth.
it's very
It's
toxic
so bad.
saliva.
Yeah.
Okay, mine's a dog and a white tiger. You gave me some good
Oh,
ones there.
yeah.
All right. What music did your parents listen to?
My mom grew up on country and old school rock, like the alternative of what hardcore rock is now, or soft rock is now. What was pretty hardcore back in her day.
Okay.
And my dad was just a full on metalhead. He just loved fucking anything to deal with the guitar, and he loved it so much that we buried him with his guitar.
Cheesy, I blocked those. I ain't letting nobody pretend to be Ouija. No. Hey, Fat Jesus, please don't call him a nobody there. This is King Keto, and he's respectable just like the next artist. Do you make music? Are you an artist? Do you have any songs out? Get at me. But you ain't going to be rude on my stream. That's what these mods are for. They'll kick you. Uh, so then, do you think the music that your parents listen to influence, like, the music you listen to or you try to create?
Yeah, most definitely. They gave me a bunch of influences growing up listening to different types of stuff. My sisters are the ones that really put the rap on me, and like they're the ones that involved me with the rap and everything. They're the ones that really honestly like did it to the fullest, and it was pretty cool growing up listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, like all the gangsta ass stuff, like Mo Thugs, Bone Thugs, Crazy Wish,
That
and
That's the first person I've ever banned from this channel. I just want to make that public. I will not tolerate ignorance and stupidity. We won't have it on my channel. Plain and simple. No bigotry, no racism, and no ignorance. Save that shit for somebody else. Go on down the road. Again, I am sorry, Keto.
It is okay, man. I respect your show, and I know that it's good. It's gonna be doing what it's gonna be doing, so it's cool with it.
All right, next question. Do you have any siblings? And if so, how many?
Six others.
Six others? All right. And
Yeah,
are you the youngest? Are you somewhere in the middle?
I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay. I'm believe it or not, I'm the baby of 13 siblings. However, most of them have sadly passed away or moved away or whatever. But yeah.
Right, right, right.
Does your siblings know what you do and support it any at all? Like, do they
Okay, what
support
was
your
that again?
music or? Sorry, does your siblings support your music?
Not as much as I would like them to, but they partake sometimes.
Somebody said, "Is that Mikey Sears?" Probably not FJ. Yeah, probably not FJ Outlaw. Not the man that I need a message still on TikTok. No, that is not Mikey Sears. This is King Keto that we are interviewing. Um. All right. Boy, we're still gonna cut this in half, but don't be afraid to give a little more with these next questions, at least. Uh,
Okay.
if you met the younger you, what would you tell yourself and why?
I would tell them to stick with music and just keep believing in the dream. Whoa, whoa, Boots the Clown, what up?
There goes Spencer! Whoop whoop,
Strange
homie!
JRB, homie, up in the house. um, I would definitely tell myself as a younger person to just believe in the dream, believe in what you're doing because one day it will pay off and
Right.
you'll excite a lot of people on stage. You will incite more people that you engage with. You're gonna be doing some impossible things that you thought was never possible, and now it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like things that I was back in the like, if I were to tell myself back in the day, stick with it, stick with music. It's gonna heal you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna say to them.
Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing you really aren't FJ, and if you are out FJ and that's your comment, then I don't even want you up on my stream for an interview, dude, because we don't do that shit.
Hmm. Got me wondering.
See, this is exactly why, folks. Anybody watching this on the replay, watching it right now, this is probably a good reason why I do my streams later at night. Because ironically enough, there's more mature, responsible people. They're not ignorant and on dumb stuff. Like, why even ask? Just scroll. Don't even stop in the stream. Keep going. It's okay to troll. We all troll each other, have a little fun. But when it's ignorance and it's the same thing, repetitive, I'm not gonna have it. Not in my stream. That's my right.
Hell yeah. I just got in seeing
Um,
some of the I just got in seeing some of the comments and I'm like, huh. They called me
yeah,
fat. They they called me fat Jesus. Like what? That's crazy. But
most
it's
likely.
okay because it's all good.
It's all good. Well, see, for me, it counts as comments. But I'm not gonna let people come in here and disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? Or disrespect any. Oh, where'd he go? Well, Keto accidentally hit a button. So we're gonna hang out a minute. I'm sure he'll come back. Yep.
That was
Yeah,
my
I ain't going
bad.
nowhere, Keto. You're good. I figured, and we still got. I have great signal and questions, so I knew that was just a blooper.
Yeah, that
But
was my bad.
not these. Teasy, do your job. I shouldn't have to stop and block these people. Um. All right. Do you think? that your skill came natural, or did you have to learn and practice on it?
Now it came naturally. I don't even know how to say it. When I was like 13 years old and I was hanging out with people and I was listening to some music and they was just playing the regular stuff that you would hear normally every day. And when they did that, I started to take the beats and listen to it to myself and used to turn down the volume on the vocals and try to go rap. And I used to do freestyles on the daily. Like it was just natural to me. It was so crazy because like I was sitting and chilling with a homie, and that's how it all happened. It's like somebody just put me on the spot and said, "Hey, I know Kyle knows how to rap and all this other stuff." Well, I went back in the day, like Killer K is my name, but like Killer K knows how to rap and stuff. So it was like, okay, cool, all right, cool. We're gonna put me on blast, okay. So that's when it happened, and from that point forward, I never turned back. I need to look. I need to take a look within myself, and I seriously got to sit down with a pen and pad. Once I sit down with a pen and pad, things will be so much more different, bro.
TZ, right. I don't know. It could have been the time frame, but it showed like those comments were just coming, and I clicked on "Oh boy" and hit ban. We might have done it at the same time, so I'm sorry, but that's why I'm sorry, but that's why I have mods. That's why you guys are in here. That should not. There shouldn't be 5 comments like that in the chat. It should be stopped before that happens. Is all I'm getting at. Y'all are not obligated to do nothing. You choose to be my moderators, and I love you. You're my homies. You're my family. But I do need mods. You know what I'm saying, for that very reason, because I don't want that trash in the comments of this video. At any rate, so then you say it more or less came natural or whatever. But what about? I mean, so like when you just freestyle, like making a song versus freestyle, is it hard for you to just like come up with just a song on the spot like that, or
See
pretty
now,
much?
I did it like Lil Wayne. I freestyled most of the majority of my songs, and then I go back and I write everything down.
Okay.
And I recite every little bit of it. If I can remember, this is how my wife projected this on me one time. She said that if you could remember Tech Nine, Eminem, all these other rappers and songs, you could remember your own lyrics. And so I took that up one day and I said, "You're right." So I started writing down all my lyrics on paper, and I started realizing that there was errors between in between things that I was saying, and there was just this is how it was. It's just a jumble of words that were just laid out, but wasn't had much enthusiasm, not much great effort behind it, and relocating it. And I'm wanting to try to do something that's different and better for my well-being, because like I know that some rappers could go into a studio, but like freestyling, it's like it's a whole new different thing when you're actually rapping and when you're writing lyrics down and you're feeling the music, because like those are two different lanes, and they keep
Right,
exchanging
right.
each other, and I keep passing them up, and then I keep doing stuff that I don't necessarily do. And when I start doing that, I start doubting myself, and then start thinking that it's not good enough, or it's not as good.
He makes rap music primarily. I'm gonna say Juggalo, but he already said he's not in that box as a Juggalo rapper. He'll be making all kinds of stuff, and he does freestyle beats. Like he can just start ripping a beat or whatever off you know, right off the bank. He done it for us in a stream the other day. He does it on his TikToks. We're not at the promoting point, but just look up Kyle Keto, King Keto all over all the socials. You're gonna find him. You're gonna find his songs, his raps. Look him up on Spotify.
Yep, I'm all over the place if you guys look. Not that hard to find.
Oh, I got a video on my channel that answers that question. Well, on my other channel. If we ain't got time for that question, look it up, homie.
Right.
Can he bust a freestyle now? I don't know. Can you bust a freestyle now? I don't
Of
think he's
course
got his
I
music set up and stuff right now.
Of
You
course I
do?
can. I could do it without Capella. Nobody would end up saying that they lose this fella, but end up doing what I need to do. That's necessarily getting them making me G, guaranteed for them to see. I don't even need to know without a possibility for my kings and queens, and then setting up north. Guaranteed for them to end up hearing me south, and end up saying that I've always been talking about, but end up going down because I've hit it out for the south.
Yeah. He gave you a little something, something there. Just that was right off the top. You can't even be mad at it because he just started going with it. uh, Thank you, Keto. Thank you, Wiggles. Love the hat, bro. Whoop whoop. I don't know what you're thanking us for, but you're welcome. Uh, Will Thomas is another artist that unfortunately his interview got skipped or it's going to have to be rescheduled and whatnot. So I appreciate him coming and hanging out in this stream, even though we didn't get to run his interview. And Will, please
Thank
don't
you.
take it personal. Keto was just online. I'm like, look, bro, we can run a random and it's not even going to be the full hour probably. And he's like, nah, I'm cool with that. So that's the only reason Keto's up here right now. I'm at the laundromat doing laundry. They got some Wi-Fi. It's helping with my internet signal and shit. So,
Okay, for sure.
all right. Where are we at? Okay. So then, I don't know if you even have a technical logo. You know what I'm saying? But the next question is, who or what inspired or came up with your name and your logo? So King Keto. What is King Keto? How did you come up with it? And if you do have any kind of a merch or logo, did you create it yourself, or did you like have somebody else do it, commission them, or whatever?
I had somebody made me my logo. It's just King Keto in all caps, and it's like all it's orange, and my homie ended up putting a like a neon colored sign behind it and everything, and it sticks out. He's the one that started me up, and his name is Hulk DMI. He ended up doing my logo for me, which homie is still rocking to this day. Thank you very much. But and most the majority of the merch that I have is all on my TikTok, and trying to get it out there on Facebook and Instagram. I have it on my Instagram. It's a link tree, so you guys could go and check out some of the merch that I have there. Everything that's in it is created by me. I already had somebody purchase a tank top, which that person told me it fits really well. They got a big picture of my face, like this big, on the shirt, so I like it, and I'm probably gonna try to get more coming up because I'm probably gonna buy my own merch and then send it to people that want it so bad. Do a
So Des
raffle.
and Jez is the same person. You can just go on and I guess talk to yourself in the chat. Behave, guys. I'm trying to beat Silent Hill too. At any rate, so you have somebody else that's made your logo and your stuff, and you just said you actually have shirts. Um,
Hmm.
we might have to get a link for that. Put it in the description and whatnot. I didn't even know you had merch, buddy.
Yeah, I got merch. I have it on my, like I said, I have it on my Instagram, or not my Instagram. Yes, I have it on my Instagram and my TikTok, and that's the only two places that I have them on there.
Okay, right on. Well, we're gonna have to get the link, and it'll be on YouTube on this video.
Dude, it was crazy. The last time that I went live with you, we had like 90 plus views. I just checked a couple days ago, and that thing
Oh yeah,
keeps going up. And I was like, "Yo, that's crazy. That's cool."
and that's why I'm hoping this one, since it's actually you focused and centered, actually does great. After it goes live, I'm gonna check it tonight, and I hope you got 60 views on this tonight.
Heck yeah, that'd be dope.
All right. Aside from the trolls in the chat, which if you guys ask a real question, I'll put it up there on the screen. Otherwise, your insulting or whatever questions are just gonna stay down there. But for anybody really watching that might really be curious, do you guys have any questions for Keto that I can throw up on the screen? Merch.
I knew who that was too.
Mhm. All right, so the last, nope, actually, I got two more, to three. My bad. Three regular like questions, and then we'll jump into the rapid questions of either or. So I'll give you two or three options, and you can only pick one of them.
Okay.
EC Juggalo had a question.
Going to the Gathering of Legends next year? Yep. Going to definitely go. I'm definitely going.
Bro, I was hoping he was coming this year because I was hoping I was gonna meet him. I actually like started talking to him about 6 months before the gathering. Followed him longer than that, but kind of just in the background. And I was hoping he was gonna be at this one because now I don't know if I'm gonna try everything in my power, but I don't know if this one's gonna be possible for me. So, but hell yeah! All right, Keto, what's your favorite movie?
Friday.
Ah, yeah. Mine is
Friday.
definitely Blow.
Only reason why I'm saying I like
Yeah,
Friday
I
as
love
much
me
is
some Johnny
because
Depp.
Friday is the shit. I like it because Ice Cube's first movie, I think it was. Other than, I think it was, forgot what it was called. But
That's cool. Boots asked, "What's your all-time favorite song if you can pick one?"
hmm,
That's hard. I don't know that I could really
I
pick an
got,
all-time
I
favorite.
got one. Strange JRB Cipher, 2020.
Okay, I think I've heard you say that before. Sadly, if I really thought about it, and it's because of Shay. That's the only reason. I don't really listen to Twisted all too much anymore, or whatever, with the split. But ABK is with them, and ABK was my homie, man. And Shay, when I was 19, and I know this ain't about keto, but I'm gonna blab it a little anyhow. When I was 19, I was practically homeless with my pregnant old lady, and I had nowhere to go. And Shay Rankin, my homie, was like, "Bruh, I ain't got much, but I got a trailer, and you can come kick it, you know." And the first day I showed up, right? He's like, homie, I just heard this song, and it made me think of you instantly. Da, 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 da. You gotta listen to it. So I sit down, and what song does he play? ABK Peace Pipe. And that stuck with me forever now, so maybe that's an all-time favorite.
That one's a good song. By anybody
Boots,
killer. Hell yeah.
Boots, we're gonna save that question for the rapid questions, but that's a good one. Easy said, "Oh bullshit, Wiggles will make it." Friday was not Ice Cube's first movie. You ever heard of Boys in the
It,
Hood? The
Boys in
Secret
the
Stash.
Hood.
No,
Yes.
it's not first movie. I asked him what his favorite movie was, and he said Friday. Ice Cube. Cock shoot, whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Joshua, whoop whoop.
Joshua whoop whoop.
I'm doing a podcast. I'm interviewing an artist, man. Yeah, I know I look a little weird and strange, but it's pretty out. I got laundry in there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I'm on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm on TikTok, but I mainly do artist interviews on YouTube. Yeah. It might sound weird, but it's Dreadlockjuggalo. All right, ma'am. Thank you. You have a great day. Okay, you're right there. Yes, ma'am. Wow, that was amazing. Some lady just randomly stopped here and she's like, "What are you, like, what are you doing?" And I thought I was going to get that whole weirdo vibe type thing or whatever. And y'all heard it. She's like, "That's cool. That was awesome, man." Shangri La.
That's right.
All right. Well, next one, I'm losing my earbud. Hopefully, you can still hear me. Uh,
Yep, I can still hear you.
the next question is what music do you listen to outside of Juggalo music? So like, what's your Zen music?
Okay, I listen to XX Tentacion, and those are my chill vibe music. I listen to Mac Miller. I listen to Lupe Fiasco. Listen to Mercules. Like that's my vibe music right there.
All right. I think I was born a hippie, and it just took me a while to figure out the whole Rastafari, and I love me some like Bob Marley, and there's even another artist. Man, I'm trying to think of their name. They got a very it's a very different name, but it's an
Who's
awesome song. I'll have to like throw it in the chat because now I sound dumb. But in the comments, I will remind me if somebody watches this and goes, "Hey, you didn't put the artist you mentioned." I'm gonna put that song in the comments of this post because I think everybody should listen to them. It's really obviously reggae, but it's real like emotional. It really like hits your heartstrings and gets your hairs rising a little bit, and yeah, it's good music. The Secret
that's cool.
Stash, and how about Jelly Roll? Like, are you asking, does he listen to Jelly? Keto,
Oh
you listen to Jelly
yes.
Roll?
Oh yes, I do. Love me some Jelly Roll. Yep.
TZ, that's my shit right there. Phil
Phil
Collins, in the
Collins.
air tonight, baby. Give me them oldie classics.
Yeah, I listen to Jelly Roll. He's the shit. He's really good. Really good rap
Yeah,
artist.
for sure. I definitely like some older music. Um, all right. Well, I think, yeah, that's so.
Cool.
And then I just had another question, and I forgot what the question even was now. That lady threw me for a loop, man. I'm like, what? But yeah, that was cool. Maybe I'll get a new subscriber. Yeah, I look a little odd, but I'm just doing an artist podcast. I got a rapper up here, and I'm just asking them questions. The Wi-Fi, I'm doing laundry, so double whammy, man. People don't know how to take wiggle always. Uh, Bro, I so had a freaking different question for you, and I forgot it. If I remember it, I guess I'll get to it. But we're gonna jump into the rapid questions now. Anybody watching that's never watched my artist interviews before, he has to pick between one or the other. He can't say his own. He has to pick out of what I have.
Okay.
Um, Twix or Reese's?
Reese's.
Yeah. Summer or winter?
Winner.
Day or night?
Day.
Truck or car?
Truck.
You're taking your boo thing out on a date. Are you going to a movie night or roller skating?
Roller skating.
Ooh, keto! Man, I want to go skating so bad. Uh, Pizza or pasta?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a hard
Pasta.
one. Which are you most active on? Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Ooh, all right. TikTok or Twitter?
TikTok.
Pepsi or Coca-Cola?
Coke.
Boots put one up here. Tacos or burritos?
Burritos. I love
All
me
right.
burritos.
All right. My last question. I tried to make a little interesting, . Is Oh wait, no, there's one more. Pie or cake?
Hmm?
Pie or cake?
Pie.
Okay, I forgot I had that one too before this next one. I tried to make it a little interesting or whatever. And actually, we're not doing bad. We stretched it. We're right about 50 minutes, so that's not too bad, man. I'm sure my clothes have done been dried for a minute, but that's okay. Um, you have to pick one or the other. Take a 3 mile walk in the rain or a 5 mile walk in the desert, provided water.
5 mile walk in the desert.
Yeah, you ain't digging the rain, being all soggy and wet and chafing.
I would just say that I melt in the rain.
Right, right. That is so dope, man. I wish I had more questions for you. I appreciate you coming up when we had to like reschedule. This ain't even your regular time and all of that. And yeah, I appreciate you keeping good spirit, even though we had a few trolls in this stream. That's the first time I've really had them, but this is the first time I went live midday, and it's gonna happen. It's a whole different amount of people that's online and whatever. So you just kind of got to roll with it. But no, I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that showed up in the chat, aside from
Thank
those
you
trolls.
guys.
And you have anything else for us? Anything we missed that you wanted to say? And then this is your chance to shout out anybody that you haven't shouted out yet. And then anybody
Shout out
watching,
to
we're gonna go
Shout
ahead.
out to Boots the Clown, Misty, Red Finesse, Brandon Swanger, Ill Fortune, and First May, and all the rest of the members in Strange JRB. You guys know I'll do it live, and I don't do it for y'all.
Whoop whoop.
Whoa, whoa.
We're gonna get Keto's links and stuff, and we're gonna put it in the description of this video. So everybody can go follow him on his socials. You can go listen to his music. Just go support him, lift him up. The homie deserves it, and I appreciate everybody that came and lifted me up. You know, came here and supported us while it was live, and hung out in the chat. No, it's kind of random. Life's a little rocky right now for Wiggles, but I'm not going to let it keep me back. As long as we can have these interviews, as long as I can hang out with the family and homies and lift somebody else up, then that's all that matters. The rest of the BS will just, it'll find its way, Maybe I'm meant to start a new job or I don't know. But I love you guys, and life's too short. So tell somebody you love them, because you never know who
Give
needs
him
to
a
hear
hug.
that.
Give
Yeah,
him a
big old
hug.
Wiggles hug.
All right,
um,
man.
yeah, no, it's been great. Thank you very much for coming up on my stream. And obviously, you're welcome to come up on random streams whenever you want. If you show up, you're in the chat, you want to come up, just send that invite if the link's in there.
All right.
Thank you very much. Now I got to go fold a bunch of clothes, folks. Whoa,
Whoa,
whoa!
whoa.